What up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. I'm Anthony TV. Look, do me a favor, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. Like this video and drop a comment if you got a comment. Also, go check me out on Instagram. I'm _Anthony TV. You already know I would appreciate your support over there as well. Hey, look, guys, you see the title of today's video. Today, I really want to talk to my younger audience. When I say younger, I'm talking about maybe you're in your 20s. Possibly your early 20s. I want to share some information with you that could put you on a fast track to early retirement. But before I get into it, I have to say none of this is financial advice. Please do your own research before investing your money into anything, right? It's very important to do your own due diligence. Now, with that said, with that out of the way, I just want to share some information with you guys because I want you guys to make a ton of money, and I want you living life, enjoying life, traveling, doing the things that you want to do while you're still young. And so that's why I want to provide some information to you today. Information that I wasn't taught when I was in my 20s and younger. And so now that I have this platform, I really want to be able to share what I know now with my younger viewers in particular, but this information can be applied to anybody, to be honest with you. Anybody can learn from the information I'm going to provide today. Some of you probably already know, but again, I want to at least share it with my younger audience. All right, so today, you guys know, I talk about cryptocurrency a lot on my channel, or at least from time to time. I talk about crypto. I love crypto. Most of my portfolio is invested into crypto, and so but I do still invest in stocks, and that's really what I'm going to talk about today. Particularly, I want to talk about ETFs. What are ETFs? How you can get paid dividends by investing into ETFs, which is passive income. And we're just going to break it down a little bit, do a little deep dive on ETFs. All right, so look, you guys keep it locked. Check this out. All right, guys, so one ETF that I'm invested in that I'm going to show you guys today is this one. It's VTI. It's the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. For those that don't know, so one thing I forgot to mention here was my average cost on my VTI stock is $171. So that's what I bought it at 2 years ago. And you see what the current price is now, $231. And so this particular ETF is through Vanguard. The ticker symbol is VTI. Let's go ahead and find out what VTI is all about. All right, what is an ETF? An ETF is a collection of hundreds or thousands of stocks or bonds managed by experts in a single fund that trades on a major stock exchange like the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ. All right, so Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. VTI is the ticker symbol. So let's look at it real quick. It says product summary. Seeks to track the performance of the CRSP US Total Stock Market or Total Market Index. Large, mid, and small cap equity diversified across growth and value styles. Employs a passively managed index sampling strategy. The fund remains fully invested. Low expenses, minimize net tracking error. So one thing that I like about ETFs are made up of hundreds, sometimes thousands of stocks. So for example, let's say I wanted to buy Apple. If I wanted to buy Apple, I will only be able to buy that Apple stock. You can buy something like an ETF and you can own hundreds or thousands of companies in one. And that's one thing that I like about ETFs. It pretty much is diversification out the gate. Your portfolio is automatically diversified because you have all these companies in one ETF. So it's great. So let's go down here to hypothetical growth and look at the performance. This is based on $10,000, right? A $10,000 investment. Let's look at the growth and what you would have based on 10 years ago. So if you look at this chart, in 2011, had you invested $10,000, in 2021, your $10,000 investment would be worth $45,000. So let's go ahead and scroll down here a little bit further and look at some of the characteristics. You can see here that the number of stocks inside of this one ETF is over 4,000 companies, right? So over 4,000 companies in this one ETF. The fund total net assets is 1.4 trillion. Let's scroll down and look at the top 10 holdings in this particular ETF. You got Apple number one, Microsoft, Alphabet Incorporated, you got Amazon, you got Tesla in here, you got Berkshire Hathaway, JP Morgan. So you have all of these companies. These are the top 10 companies inside of this ETF. So instead of me just going out and go buy one Apple stock, how about I own this ETF and I own Apple and Microsoft and Amazon and Tesla, right? So that's the great thing about ETFs, man. They're made up of hundreds, sometimes thousands of companies in one. So if you have a few companies within the ETF that have a down moment, if the values decrease, and then you have other companies where the values rise or are high, then it kind of balances it out. So your whole portfolio doesn't go down because you pretty much spread out your risk. You have other companies within this ETF that are performing well. So your whole value of your ETF just doesn't tank, right? And so that's a great thing about ETFs. All right, guys. So we just talked about ETFs. You see what an ETF is. ETFs, again, are made up of hundreds, sometimes thousands of companies in one, right? So instead of buying one stock of Apple, how about you go buy an ETF? How about you invest in an ETF like BTI, for example, like me? I already have Apple within that ETF, along with Amazon and Tesla and Berkshire Hathaway and some of these other companies, all in one. So again, this isn't financial advice. Everything that I say is for entertainment purposes only, but I do want to give you guys something to think about when you're investing and you're trying to retire early. Listen, investing is the way to go. So you have to figure out an investing strategy that works best for you. But as long as you're putting your money to work, that's the name of the game. And when it comes to stocks, crypto, and any other asset, the name of the game is to buy low and sell high. So if you're a long-term investor, then holding your assets for longer periods of time usually benefits you the most. You can take profits along the way, but long-term holding, you'll see some good returns. Also, VTI has a 0.03% expense ratio, and an expense ratio is important when you're looking at ETFs or stocks or anything like that, especially when it comes to dividends. VTI does pay out a dividend, which is another great thing. That's passive income. And the great thing about Vanguard with GFS, right? Vanguard has a reinvesting program to where, like me, I have my account set up to where my dividend payouts are automatically reinvested back into more shares. So when I get paid out my dividends quarterly, like VTI does, VTI pays you dividends quarterly. So every 3 months I get paid a dividend. Instead of cashing that out, I have that reinvested automatically back into more shares, right? Because over time I want to capitalize off compounding interest and things of that nature, right? So again, it's all about putting your money to work in order for you to get a greater return and make more money. That's the name of the game. This is just a little bit of information about my stock portfolio. Again, you guys know I really love cryptocurrency. That's where most of my investment dollars go, to crypto. However, stocks are still good. ETFs are still a great way to build your wealth overall. So again, to my younger guys out there, don't take all your money and just spend it on nonsense, right? Don't take all your money and just put it in a savings account. Put your money to work through investing and start early. Don't wait until you're 50, 60, 70 years old to start investing, right? If your goal is to retire early and you're young, you want to start as early as possible. All right? So look, guys, hope you got something out of today's video. Do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me, like this video, drop a comment if you got a comment. Until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.